This week on the Honey Break Experience.
Big ball belly, white front.
He had the landing gear down.
Now look at the leaves rattling on the tree. They move. Wind's our friend and the sun will get it done. Wind will be your problem. Well, this morning we got a good northeast wind. Bluebird day. Yesterday we shot a few mallards, had a few coming in. Hopefully some birds showed up overnight. We're gonna get in there and try to make the sky fall this morning. That was pretty. That was very nice. Well, we had Mr. John Enquist in with us today, and he's been a repeat customer of ours for a few years. So we decided to go hunting a tree blind. We was gonna have a little sunshine. And kill him. I'm gonna get out and go around and get that other.
Yeah, I've been to Honey Break numerous times. This is probably my 8th or 9th trip here. It's just a phenomenal place. Yeah, well, I think we hit the weather right on this hunt. It was clear, there was some wind, it had cooled down quite a bit, and I think we had the conditions right.
Caught my breath. Well, it was a good morning. We had lots and lots of pintail. The pintail, they was getting in there and getting right. Well, Well, this morning it ain't real fast, but we're getting it done. We've got big chocolate-headed white necks. That's surprising anybody's book.
The Honey Break Experience is brought to you by Bandit, innovations in hunting and outdoor gear. Mojo, if it ain't magic, it ain't mojo. This is the Honey Break Experience.
It's just a phenomenal place. I've had the pleasure of hunting all over the country and in a lot of great places. I tell you, Honey Break's the equal of anything I've ever seen. Great staff, great guides, the dogs are excellent, and the hunting is spectacular. Just the whole experience was great, and the number of pintail in the area right now is impressive. I mean, there's just flight after flight of pintail. Steady all morning, so just a really, really special day. You know, Honey Break probably isn't holding as many ducks as they normally do because Catahoula Lake isn't holding as many ducks, but the hunting was still, it was excellent. Variety of ducks, a lot of pintails, a lot of grays.
Left. Good shot.
Everybody's excited to get to watch their dogs retrieve and get to see one set in the decoys and back up.
Oh yeah, it's been good today. I mean, hadn't been a bad hunt at all. We got a limit of Drake pintails, one hen, 2 canvasbacks, a couple gadwall. We just got to get a couple mallards in here now. Put another species on that strap. We need a green top.
Look at that line.
Cover up!
Bye-yow!
Oh!
Big bar belly, white front.
Bonus special belly. Kennel. Ain't bad there, boys.
Awesome hunt, always is here. Beautiful morning, could not have been better. Clear, cool, and windy, just right.
Mr. John and them's got to get back and see their guest off. We didn't hang in here and get them green tops, but we'll wait on them. Maybe they'll fly in the morning. At least the sky fell one time.
We had a great hunt in what they call challenging conditions, but it was still very good.
We ended up coming out there with a full limit of pintail and 2 or 3 gray ducks, a mallard or 2, bonus speckled belly, but it just wasn't ducks like we wanted it to be. You know, the pintail, they was getting in there and getting right and killed a limit of them, but it wasn't no other ducks flying. So we had to gear up and get ready for the next day and go at them again. The second day with Mr. John's group, we went into another tree blind. Pretty decent day, bluebird day. Kill him.
I can't tell you that my partners and I really did a great job of killing.
You didn't get that on video, did you?
We did a pretty good job of hitting and knocking some birds down.
We're gonna edit that out.
And I think we got caught up in the moment and we're just enjoying the beauty of the birds, which is okay, you know, but when you get back and you're eating lunch, you know, it's all about numbers. It's whose blind took the most.
The Honey Break Experience is brought to you by Honey Break Lodge and Outfitters, the experience of a lifetime. Gator Tail, taking you places you never thought possible. This is the Honey Break Experience. The second day with Mr. John's group, we went into another tree blind.
This is my first time to Honey Break. I was invited by Mr. John Inquist. Unbelievable place. I did not expect anything like I've seen since I've been here.
On the left, there's a bird coming.
Chocolate head.
Coming around my corner.
God, dog.
I've been knowing one of the guides here, Jared Moffitt, for over 20 years.
He had been keeping up with the reports in the area. You know, when he got here that Friday, he said, I know it's slow, Jared, I understand, and I know it's not gonna be what you want it to be. I said, oh, we'll take some birds.
Gibson.
When we was coming out, he said, huh, that was pretty good. I've been making some phone calls while we've been in the blind and texting, and a lot of the people I'm talking to's got 1 to 0 right now.
You know, a great guide is really only a part of a great morning of hunting, and I tell you, his partner Zink was unbelievable today.
Kill it.
We did a pretty good job of hitting and knocking some birds down, but you know, Zink did some 500-yard retrieves, some blind retrieves that were unbelievable. That nose that dog has, I mean, blew me away.
We worked old Zink hard. A lot of swimming, and the water's finally just now getting back right where dog get out there about 65, 70 yards, he can get his feet. A lot of them birds, you know, he had to retrieve, they was out there 150, 200 yards.
I've hunted with some good dogs before, but Zink's on top of the list.
Honey Break Gun Dog Tip, brought to you by Avery, first and forever. People say, well, you know, how much time does it take to fool with your dog every day? You know, a lot of people, you know, you got so many things going on in life, and you get home, if you don't have it with a professional trainer, and you say, well, I just didn't have time to do nothing that day. Well, I always can try to find, you know, 2 to 3 minutes, and I call this the 2 to 3 minute drill. You can do it in just a couple minutes, and you can do a lot of small things in 2 minutes. And I'm just gonna show a little example of what I call the 2 to 3 minute drill. Fetch. Drop. Heel. 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 Sit. Here. Heel. Sit. 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 Over. Heel. Heel. Sit. Drop. Fetch. Good. Drop. Sit. Sit. Act. Heel. Drop. Sit. Sit. Here. Sit. Here. Good. Sit. Here. Sit. Here. Sit. Heel. Sit. That should have been around 2 minutes there, and I worked on 5 or 6 things that I accomplished right there. If you had no time, that probably would have took just about as much time as it would have walk in to feed and water. And at least you did something that day. And that's your Honey Break Gun Dog Tip of the Week. Please submit your training questions to our partners at Avery.com. And if we select your question on TV or our website, we'll send you a Bandit Avery care package.
For more gun dog tips, head on over to honeybreak.com or find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
The Honey Break Experience is brought to you by War Eagle, built for hunters who love to fish. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. This is the Honey Break Experience.
I'm gonna edit that out. I'm just saying. Did you see what D-Ray did? Big group was coming out like that. He had that one single in there. Kind of call that a wave off, like a. Get out of here. Look, it's not about y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry if you picked the wrong spot in the blind. Look, I got 11 over there, all right? What do y'all have?
Boy.
All right.
Right here.
Boosh. I mean, we sent him 500-yard retrieves.
Honey up.
That ain't no $100 dog now.
So as our cameraman said the next day, I just really don't know if he's gonna wanna hunt the next day after picking up 22, and every one of them, with about 4 of them, was out there about 150 yards. But he's a pretty good old hard charging dog. He'll be ready the next morning.
Man, there's only one Jared Moffett in the world, and I got to be a part of Jared's life when he was real young and learning how to duck hunt.
Well, with Mr. John's crew, I had an old friend of mine. I guess I started hunting with him when I was 12.
And it's always been in his blood. I know he's tried to do other things and other industries, the oil industry, and he always came back to duck hunting. He's a friend by, just a few minutes into the hunt. It's not like you're hunting with somebody who makes you feel a little inferior. He makes you feel good and provides a great time.
That's right, boy. We're messing around.
Well, here for the first blitz, really it wasn't no birds in the whole area. We was holding birds and we was killing a few birds, but it's not no birds around us to be coming to us. Catahoula Lake flooded out. It wasn't holding a lot of puddle ducks. We had some great days. We had lots of good days, but we had some lulls too. We had 2 or 3 days, as I say, it was overcast, nasty. Our numbers were good. They was on average over, the 16-day season, but we'd shoot the same birds for 4 or 5 days. Just no big pushes of new birds.
It's still early in the season and we haven't had a lot of cold weather. All of our birds aren't down here yet. We still saw an absorbent amount of birds, saw a tremendous amount of pintails.
So now, that's what we're looking for the next go around. We hoping these 2 weeks that we got for it to rest, you know, we get a lot of new birds, have some weather come in there, and for the next opener, we hope we're sitting as good as we was for opening day on the first split, because we had great 3 days and then it slowed down.
Closed caption provided by Avery, first and forever.
Coming up next week.
Apparently when you grab a gator's back leg, that means turn around and bite.
No!